Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be brought out by a man who hails from Sulphur, Louisiana, played his college ball at Mississippi State, the quarterback Dak Prescott.
The numbers he put up as a rookie, outstanding. But were they really, truly sustainable? Remember, they were 13-3 his rookie season. They ended up going 9-7 in 2017. How about they went from 4 interceptions in 2016 as a rookie to 13 his second year? These are numbers that you didn't expect to stay the same, but I do expect Dak Prescott to continue to get better and better as a quarterback in the NFL.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Expected to be a centerpiece of the Colts defense that has to improve, and that's Malik Hooker. Second-year safety out of Ohio State, was limited to just 7 games due to injuries in his rookie season. They love his range, they love his toughness, and they'll need every bit of that in an ever-improving AFC South that likes to throw the ball around.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Margus Hunt. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now healthy quarterback at 29 years of age in his 7th season out of Stanford, Andrew Luck.
And the big news for the big passer from Stanford in 2018, a clean bill of health. Missed all of 2017 after complications from shoulder surgery. And this is a guy who had 40 touchdown passes in 2014. Anything even approaching that number could drastically alter the future of this franchise.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for the rookie, it's Jordan Wilkins. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Luck now on second down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Again, Love. Ebron's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Luck throwing again. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, you know, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check that guy. Check out 560.
Here's Locke. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Adam Vinatieri, he just keeps doing it. I mean, you look back to Week 8, past Morton Anderson becoming the NFL's all-time leading scorer. What a career it has been for him.
And not many kickers in the Hall of Fame, but Adam Vinatieri will join them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just a matter of when. And I'm wondering if he's accumulated enough to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I would say so, because it's not just longevity that's gotten him this record. Think about the kicks that he's made. The kick against Oakland in the snow in the playoffs. How about the Super Bowl kick against the Rams when he's with the Patriots? How about with the Colts getting it done there and winning another Super Bowl? He's made so many big kicks that we can remember. He's one of those guys that I believe we should talk about being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
The 8-5 Dallas Cowboys return their offense to the field here, and they won last week to get to 8-5 over Philly. In that game, they had 576 yards of total offense, so you would think maybe some more points, because that's the most yards of offense they've had since 1978.
It is absolutely amazing, because you think with that much offense, you're scoring in the 40s.
Yeah.
But instead, it was a defensive battle, found a way to win in overtime. And how about the Amari Cooper trade? Now, let me just say, on the record, I didn't think giving up a 1 was a good move for Dallas. The way it's paying off, it's an excellent move for Dallas. 10 catches, 217 yards, 3 touchdowns, including the game winner off a deflected ball in overtime. He has been sensational for them in recent weeks.
He has, although that deflected game winner that you speak of, a little lucky for Dak and company.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff to Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Last week, the Houston Texans had a 9-game winning streak snapped at the hands of these Indianapolis Colts who are coming back out here on offense, CD. But you know, you've got the Colts this week. They're now 7-6, and all of a sudden in striking distance of the playoffs.
They are in a battle for the 6th and final playoff spot. Remember, this team started 1-5 this year. And to be in this position, Andrew Luck has made it back, and he looks spectacular. But when he's really at his best, you know who he's throwing the ball to? T.Y. Hilton, who had 199 yards receiving in this game. So I can't wait to see how this finishes because their final 3, home against Dallas, a game I'll be at this week, and then home against the Giants, who have gotten progressively tougher, and then at Tennessee, and a playoff spot could be on the line in that game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And that's incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tavon Austin. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the Colts coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 3-all the score. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Play action. It's locked toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a give to Smith. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Smith. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. And he slides to avoid the hit. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is locked. Ebron with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Mack. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down is Locke. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a carry from Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there, and they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that, and the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
That'll be caught by the rookie. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, Parker.
And defenses have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days, because they just lined up on the line of scrimmage. You either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They begin the drive with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Luck. And this one is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Ebron's got it. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets, Baker Mayfield with the Browns.
And then Sunday, the late game, Pats and Steelers. You get Eagles-Rams Sunday night, Saints-Panthers Monday. I mean, hello, Week 15.
Yeah, that means I'm doing absolutely nothing the entire weekend except sitting on the couch and watching ball.
Well, you're also working a game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, besides that.
Okay.
All right.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Barone 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. On first down, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The final shot before the break. Lock. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
This is Wilkins. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a first down throw. Luck toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Block. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run with Wilkins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This a 33-yard attempt. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Prescott. And this one caught by Beasley. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And a pass complete to Ryan Grant. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That was a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll try the air now with Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Locke. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Powering forward. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 3rd down. It's Wilkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Back to throw. Luck. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out out of the pocket.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. "51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Prescott, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Quick slant there. Gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
Oh, that was pretty right there by Michael Gallup, but it doesn't surprise me at all. One of the best things he does, competes for the football in the air. And when he goes up with it with another defender, we call him 50-50 balls. Michael Gallup considers it a 90-10, and he's the 90.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Now Austin. Oh, look at the juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it.
And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
But that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Clock
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here. I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time? I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Wilkins. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Love. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, able to spin free. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That time a 6-play drive, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, that's Hines. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A beautiful fake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Demarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.